Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hobbits. Today joined by
Brett.
And on my seats, checking out some more Fremont. So, Fremont. So Fremont is a fantastic brewer and producer of barrel-aged beers. And this is another variation of their famous Dark Star, the one with the dragon. We've had quite a few variations on this beer already, and we really like them. There's been some ups and downs. Some's been better than others.
Mostly the coffee variant, we were a bit disappointed with.
Yeah, but looking at this one pouring out, it looks quite different. It looks thicker than I remember.
It looks a bit richer.
But this is the coffee, cacao, and vanilla variant. This was released also in Europe, a small amount, and also in the States. So this is the 2021 release of this vintage, and I think it's the first time in bottles they do a coffee vanilla variant. So yeah, it's a blend of 24, 18, 12, and 8-month-old bourbon barrel-aged Dark Star that's been aged in 7 to 12-year-old Kentucky bourbon barrels, and then after the barrel aging, they add the coffee, cacao, and vanilla beans to give flavors to that. And then we got lots of complex info we won't go into, but which is very, very fun to nerd out and geek out about if you're a brewer. And it's, the base is like an oatmeal stout, Imperial oatmeal stout. And we still have a really old can of the base beer. We still do that. We have it. Should I go grab it right now as a side-by-side?
Yeah, why not?
Because then we're going to try it. So I'll go get that because we have a spare glass. Well, we're back with the Dark Star, and I just quickly did a close-up of the can so you guys can see the awesome dragon on there, which is also the one that parades the bottle. But yeah, this is a can that's probably from like 2020. So it's
20.
And maybe people know that we're shooting video and they're just making jokes.
They're so happy we're cracking this beer. No. The whole community in this
also
city.
firing off fireworks. Very, very interesting. I don't know what's going on outside. I'm also quite curious because I have things outside, like a car. But okay, so we're checking out the Dark Star as well now because I went and picked it up in the cellar. So this Imperial Oatmeal Stout is 8%, and the barrel-aged one was a massive 12.5. So I think they brew it for barrels when they barrel-age it.
They must have.
They must.
Yeah, they have.
I
don't think this will be the richest, biggest Imperial.
And I also think this is the label they've always had on this beer. They just changed it up. So I think this is the old label too.
Okay.
We're just going to crack this. There's not going to be a close-up of this pouring because... I failed to do so because of the pouring, everything already being shot, and this is a spontaneous choice. But that is a creamy looking head. Yeah. Look at that.
But Dark Star usually has this very creamy, oaty, foamy head.
Yes, but it's still black. It's got a little bit more of a reddish hue. Still looks like a nice beer. Let's see the aroma.
Yeah,
it smells like an oatmeal stout.
Super duper classic.
Really oaty, really like it smells like just like fresh oatmeal.
Yeah,
even though it's an old can, and it's not like oxidized or anything. There's almost like a smokiness to it.
Yeah,
like a charry
also a bit
smokiness.
of British vibes actually.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as like estery really.
But it has that.
Licoricey.
Slightly dark. Exactly.
Or slight
a hint of like Bassett's wine gums, but not crazy. Like it's not crazy dark fruity. Oaty, a bit of like a coffee vibe. Toasty.
Yeah, toasty, roasty. It smells like a very nice classic stout.
Yeah, slightly smoky, as you say.
And this one was from Beardome. This one we bought ourselves, but thanks to Beardome for the old can here they sent years ago.
Oh yeah,
very classic. Wow, that's so
toasty,
far.
Slightly,
really bready.
Smoky,
Lots of toasted bread, touches
pumpernickel kind of.
Yeah,
bread.
Charry, woody, so drinkable. Like I could crush a can like that way too fast. It almost drinks like a 6% oatmeal stout.
Yeah,
but I've seen some people complain about like strong beers. It's like the alcohol is not necessary. It's like, or this could be 5%. Like, no, it couldn't.
No.
It's actually a really huge skill to make a beer on this ABV, but having it so silky, slick, and crazy drinkable, but impactful with flavor. That's almost taking as much skill as making a beer that's low ABV with big, impactful flavors, drinking like it's strong.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's needed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a full mouthfeel and stuff like that.
But it has like now that you talk mouthfeel, it has this very like silky, slightly oaty,
velvety, oaty.
Yeah.
It tastes like it has had some hop character to it as well. There is some bitterness left still, and there's definitely some, like a generic American hop vibe. It tastes more like an American stout. It almost it reminds me of when we had the Battle of Narwhal versus Old Rasputin, but something more in between the two. Like I think maybe Narwhal was too crazy roasted one, but Rasputin was also more hoppy.
Yeah.
This one is just less hoppy than
I think I like this more than both of them.
Yeah, I think so too. Just because it's more easygoing and maybe more
I just like the texture of it more.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's really fluffy.
It's really important for me that the texture with the stout is right, and that's a bit of the issue I have with those two beers.
Yeah, for an 8% beer, the texture on this is great. It's not sludgy, I think, but it's fluffy and velvety and really drinkable. Yeah, it drinks like a very nice take on a classic oatmeal stout. Okay, well, we crossed that off the list randomly in a video supposed to be about this. That's how it goes when you remember things. Sometimes it's like, hey, wait, I have a regular dark star. We should try that too.
Yeah.
But let's jump over to the barrel aged version. That's even stronger with coffee, cacao, and vanilla beans.
Yeah. This will be a different.
This looks
animal.
Thicker in the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe slightly darker head too.
The head is darker.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Let's check out the aroma on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Such a different beast.
Yeah.
This is so roasty and it's like loads of coffee.
Yeah.
But you can already smell
chocolate.
It's not going to be as dry as you remember the first coffee we went to, it was a bit thin and dry. It was not like as, this smells much more rich.
Yeah, much more. It smells like when
nutty
the
coffee.
good vintages of the base, but just with adjuncts.
Yeah.
Just
really loads of toasty, woody flavor too, and it's not like that. It's actually lots of wood flavor, but I think it's also because they age in barrel for so long.
Yeah,
and it's 20
showery, woody.
Yeah,
like roasted dark chocolate
and loads of coffee, and it has like coconut-y, almost like like milk chocolate vibes actually.
Yeah, and I think maybe the vanilla plays into that milk chocolate thing.
Toasty cherry. You can definitely smell that it's a beefed up version of this.
Yeah.
Because there's loads of
very
oats
clear
in that too.
Some elements of the base beer is the same.
Jumping back to this aroma-wise, I'm getting loads of the wine gum.
Yeah.
I think it's just because...
Yeah.
I think they make this big. This is just where the malts shine more. Wow, that's crazy how different the base is.
They just... They just bump it up.
Yeah, they make a beer that's fit for barrels. It smells really good. Let's give it a taste. Yeah.
Cheers.
That is immensely drinkable. Wow, really well balanced.
Yeah.
Huge coffee flavor.
Yeah.
It's definitely richer. Much richer than the first coffee variation. We have loads of green coffee bean, but also loads of, to me, like
it has
nutty
a
coffee.
slightly pistachio-esque note.
Yeah, pistachio. I see that. Totally pistachios. That's a great tasting note.
Pistachios and just like not super dark chocolate, like 60-70%.
I think
chocolate.
to me, I'm still getting like milk chocolate vibes.
Yeah,
I've seen some companies and I've seen some companies do like milk chocolate, but with higher percentages.
Yeah.
So it's like 50%
if you have that at home,
chocolate.
I have a milk chocolate that is blended with a 40% dark chocolate.
I'm getting vibes of something like that.
Yeah.
And then like a slight fudgy vanilla, but it's like this is really old school barrel aged beer, even though it's richer. Like it has so much old school flair.
Yeah.
Lots of like a good amount of more fudgy bourbon on the flavor, but loads of older wood flavor.
Yeah. Toasty, woody, charry.
This is more about elegance and balance and soft and delicate, even though it's a huge barrel aged beer if you compare it to some of the hype we've been drinking, because a lot of that is like crazy, bombastic, intense, thick, rich. This is more something where you could potentially
more elegant.
Yes, I also said that.
But
this is potentially a beer that you could easily sit and sip over a night, one person, one bottle.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the others will be cloying and sweet and crazy towards the end. It's like something you really want to share and geek out with. But this is something where you could pop a bottle, pour it before dinner, sip on it, pour some more after dinner, sip on it, and then just have it open in the and just enjoy it throughout the day, because it's not just like bombastic craziness over the top, which is awesome too.
No.
Like this soft, more elegant, classic approach is really nice.
Yeah.
With a tweak though, because it is still a richer beer, and I think that's like a thread with all the Fremont beers. Like the drinkability is quite high.
Yeah, but they are, you know, these kind of slightly more old school stouts, but still with a rich texture.
Yeah.
And a like creamy, fluffy mouthfeel. Yeah.
I'm also getting like
a crazy
good
sweet
amount.
At all.
No, really. There's some dryness. It's quite charry.
Yeah, but also they always have this signature, or like kind of toasted oats, or toasted oat kind of thing to them.
But I don't think they use.
A Dark Star has that, but it's probably a combination of the oats and the barrel. I think
it's just flaked oats, but probably loads. 2-row pale ale malt. Okay, I said I wouldn't go into that, but now I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's really good. I think this is just a very great variation on Dark Star. This one with the coffee, chocolate, vanilla. I think coffee shines the most, but the chocolate and vanilla is definitely there. And I think a lot of people will probably give this that drink loads of hype and whatnot will be like, yeah, but it's not thick and rich and crazy enough. But this is not a beer that's wanting to be that. This is a beer that's wanting to be more old school, more elegant, more soft, which it just does and nails really well.
And it's just not thin in any way.
No, it's still very creamy and velvety.
It's just a completely different base composition.
Yeah. It's just looking at it's just a different way of producing barrel-aged beer that's, just more drinkable and more...
Yeah, but it still has, body.
Flavor. Yeah.
It's just a different kind of
body.
It's not, it's a bit more fluffy rather than oily.
Yeah. I think this is really good. I'm going to say it's small world class and go 95 on the barrel-aged version.
Yeah, I was thinking like big 94, small 95.
Yeah. Like, I would have wanted a little bit more intensity of barrel flavor, even though there's a lot, but it's still like, actually the coffee shines a lot, and I didn't expect that. But I could use a little bit more of that fudgy bourbon. Like, that being said, the elegance and everything is amazing, but I do, like, when sipping on this, I love that, like that's why I often seek out these barrel-aged beers. But this is a total different beer, and I totally get that. And then for that, like, I still think it's a world-class beer, small world-class.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just a great oatmeal stout. It's like probably a 91 or something like that, 92. Like, just really well-made oatmeal stout that's imperialized.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with this one, the barrel character
somewhat
is it's not as, to me, as much my preference as something like, let's say, the Forager.
Yeah.
Barrel-aged style.
But those beers are also,
I feel like,
not totally crazy rich.
No, exactly.
But they just have a more,
and that's why I'm thinking
of
that's why I'm saying Forager instead of like Anchorage or Side Project.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I feel like the reference makes a bit more sense.
Yeah. Whereas this is maybe more old school. Like Forager is a similar type of decadence in terms of richness of base.
Yeah, and I just feel there's a bit more depth in a bit more like a layer thing in their barrel character than here. This is much more, as you said, like this deep woody thing. Yeah. Where with Forager you also get a lot of vanilla and fudge and spice and also these toasty charry notes. You get like the whole spectrum.
But I think
this is more towards the charry toasty woody spectrum.
Yeah, it's much more woody. But I think it also depends on the threads of the blending
and how much base beer.
The base beer and then of course. Yeah. And also, the threads. How much is of what age in the bottle?
Yeah.
So if you guys had a chance to try either Fremont's Dark Star or the Coffee, Cacao, and Vanilla Bean Barrel-Aged Dark Star from 2021, and it has a lot of vanilla, and I want to guess that this is Madagascar vanilla because it reminds me of that like vanilla sugar flavor.
Yeah, slightly. The milk chocolate
vanilla thing.
Marshmallow,
what I
fluffy. Yeah,
it reminds me of Madagascar
candy vanilla thing.
We might be wrong. It's just my guess. Yeah. But tasty stuff. So if you guys had either, let us know what you thought of them. As always, remember to comment, subscribe to the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
The Fremont beer, and see you guys in the beer review.